Andy, we've just got on stage here at the BDO event. Obviously, we've been talking about the North Sea and some of the opportunities and the challenges. How do you see the sort of the UK set?
Well, the UK situation is currently difficult, even on a knife edge. We've seen the industry struggle in the last 5 years. Basically, the green agenda and the tax agenda have been extremely difficult for the UK. So we've seen consolidation, we've seen reduction in investment, and ultimately now a threat to national security, because irrespective of the green agenda, the other side of the coin is the economic and national security agenda. So it could be that right now is a turning point. Certainly for many other countries, they've gone past that turning point. So internationally, we see our clients right across the world who know that they need oil and gas, and if they can produce it in their own country, they want to do so. We're now an international outlier as perhaps the last remaining country that is still ideologically obsessed with the green agenda. The green agenda is important. Let's not try to deny that. But the economic and national security agenda is immediately pressing and actually also very, very important.
I mean, we've seen these, incredibly high prices, and obviously prices are sort of, zigzagging all over the place at the moment. We're on the back of the Middle Eastern conflict. What should companies be doing, thinking about it? Should companies be thinking about it, or is it just a question of sort of riding out the storm?
Well, oil companies work on the timescale of decades. So it's not a time when you can do knee-jerk reactions. So investment, it takes years to plan an investment and to execute an investment, and then years to produce oil and gas. So the industry has always worked in a volatile industry, and it's absorbed the shocks, price rises and falls, but the projects are designed to be resilient and robust to all kinds of changes. So companies can't make a U-turn instantaneously. We're more like the oil supertanker that can't turn on a sixpence. The decisions have to be long-term. So to enable long-term decisions, you need stability. You need stability in politics and fiscal systems. That is very important if you're going to trust that you're going to invest billions of dollars in a country.
So, Rockflow, you've mentioned is increasingly looking sort of international. What sort of countries are more welcoming to, say, companies coming out of the UK, looking around at the sort of international opportunities? Where do you think companies should look?
From our perspective as consultants, we serve the global market. So hotspots at the moment, you have South America, places like Guyana and Suriname, investing heavily and expanding their oil and gas sectors, even though they are extremely green countries, covered in tropical rainforest, and very, very proud of that. But they're doing high-tech developments with strong green credentials. We get a lot of work out of Africa. The African countries are interested in improving the quality of life of their people. For them to be able to have electricity to read by at night and to have cooking gas to cook on is vitally important. So it's far more important to the economics of those countries to have thriving investment in oil and gas so that they can get development that we take for granted in other countries.
And I suppose just finally, London has a historic role as a sort of an engine of the exploration and production industry, both in the North Sea and internationally. Is that still the case, or have things changed?
It's still the case to some extent, but in the last few years it has struggled. It could come back. It has a lot of advantages in London, in its time zone, in its workforce. Very large concentration of people who have got specialist skills in the industry, all the way through from technical to finance. So there is potential there. And London serves not only the UK, of course. The UK sector is one question where it's difficult at the moment, but the global sector is still busy. So the UK as a global hub is still viable, and we access the global market from our base here in London.